This is fiction. From a film about a nuclear attack on Israel by Iran. Iran says it doesn't want nuclear weapons. Israel already has them. Some Israelis say that means even if Iran had the bomb, it would never dare to use it. Others warn that all this could come true.
Think about what will happen if they will attack Israel with nuclear warheads. Israel will react. There will be annihilation for both of the sides. This is not a game. This is not me trying to scare people. This is the real life here. Wake up.
This is the Yad Mordechai Holocaust Museum. These days, Israel is the most powerful country in the Middle East. But history makes some Israelis feel insecure.
Israel's Prime Minister, Mr. Netanyahu, equates the threat from Iran with the threat that European Jews faced from Nazi Germany in the 1930s. For him, it's that serious. Israel, he says, cannot afford to risk a second Holocaust.
Kibbutz Nachal Oz runs up to the wire that separates Israel from Gaza, which is controlled by Hamas. In the 20 years or so that I've been crossing this border, many more Palestinians than Israelis have been killed. But Israelis here, including Yael Lahiyani, say Iran is now making it more dangerous for their families. Nachal Oz has bomb shelters everywhere. Yael's house, like all the others, has a safe room. It looks like an ordinary bedroom, but the walls, ceiling and windows are heavily reinforced. She says they need it more than ever because of Iran.
So you can feel here the support, the extra support that Iran has been giving to Hamas?
Absolutely, absolutely. I don't think Hamas have the power to bomb us so much if they didn't have support from somewhere. And they bomb us a lot.
The Israeli government's calculation about attacking Iran includes the question of how much damage Iran or its allies, Hezbollah in Lebanon or Hamas in Gaza, could do to Israel in return on the home front. Now, Israel's answer to that lies just over there, which is the Center for Air Defense, and it's here in the Negev Desert.
This is the Iron Dome anti-missile system, designed by Israelis, paid for by the US government. It's already shot down missiles fired from Gaza.
If this was a real emergency, how long would it take you to set this thing up and fire it?
Very quick. Very, very quick.
How many minutes?
Very quick.
Can't tell me.
No.
Is it a secret?
I'm just saying it's very quick.
For Israel, taking on Iran and its allies on its own would be difficult, even with a submarine strike force based here in Haifa, as well as aircraft. That might not matter anymore, thanks to promises made by the Americans.
I think the debate is changing in Israel. It's less now about Israel attacking Iran on its own. It's more about being part of an operation led by the United States. Barack Obama has said now many times that there are no circumstances under which he'd tolerate Iran with a nuclear weapon. And I think people here are starting to believe him. I'm going to see Danny Yatom, former head of the Mossad, the Israeli spy agency.
He thinks it won't be possible to do a deal with Iran, and he believes President Obama would then order an American attack.
His intentions are genuine. he really think that Iran should not be nuclear and that the United States of America should do everything, including military attack.
What about the risks that there could be a wider Middle East war as a result of an attack on Iran's nuclear facilities?
It will be less dangerous than to look every morning as Israelis on a hovering nuclear bomb above our heads.
Not every Israeli agrees with Danny Yatom. Another former head of the Mossad has said that presenting Iran as an existential threat plays into the hands of Israel's enemies and frightens Israelis. The contrary view to Danny Yatom's is that the existing mix of sanctions, negotiations, and a very real threat of force is working.
Hezi Fanian is one of the best-known musicians in Israel's community of Iranian Jews. He says he wants to bomb his family's old home with his song Salam, which means peace. Israel, I'd say, is looking less likely now to attack Iran on its own. But President Obama's tough message to the Israelis and Iran is a gamble. It might seal a deal with Iran on its nuclear plans. But if there's no deal, and he keeps his word, war becomes more likely.